Thank you very much. It's really gratifying to see such a full room and great attendance, and we're very proud to welcome you to the 10th Annual World Congress on Industrial Biotechnology. 11 years ago, I approached our board with the idea of starting a new conference dedicated to industrial biotechnology. Some of those original board members are here today. Those members on the board, the original board included Jack Hutner, Bob Dorsch, Bill Fry, Carolyn Fritz, Pat Gruber, Simba Gill, and Hank Colbrand. They all agreed back then that we should create a nucleus for activity in this rapidly emerging industrial biotech sector. After I got their approval, we contacted Ralph Hardy, the executive director of the National Agriculture Biotechnology Council, NABC, and Peter Kelly of the American Chemical Society, and proposed that we collaborate in starting a new conference that would link agriculture, chemistry, and biotechnology in order to help create new value chains. I received a very positive and enthusiastic response from our friends at ACS and NABC. Out of those early conversations, the first World Congress was born. All three organizations partnered to form an organizing committee, and we co-hosted the first conference in Orlando in 2003. We had no idea if people would submit papers or attend the conference. As weeks went by, we held our breath, but we soon learned that individuals in business and academia were enthusiastic about meeting up to share information about this new biotech sector. 90 speakers showed up that first meeting, along with more than 300 attendees. We had no exhibit hall. We had some tabletops out in the hallway, but that was it. But everywhere, people were gathered in groups, feverishly networking and making new connections. And we knew right then we had made a good decision. And I'm pleased to say that many of those first-time attendees have been to every World Congress since then. At Bio, we try to facilitate business development, and we brought our one-on-one business partnering to the very first conference. We didn't have the sophisticated software and online interface we had today. We used to put names of companies up on a bulletin board with thumbtacks. But we started helping industrial biotech companies connect with potential partners right away. And it took a while for people in this sector to figure out what our business partnering system was. But at this World Congress, I'm pleased to say we're setting a new record with more than 500 business partnering meetings scheduled even before the first day of the conference. That's a clear testament to how large the industrial biotech sector has grown. Today, industrial biotech is a multi-billion-dollar global industry. And while I think we can safely say it is no longer in its infancy, it still is relatively young. So I see much, much more growth coming in the years ahead. In the early days of the sector, we talked a lot about the promise of industrial biotech. But today, we're talking about the robust reality of industrial biotech. And this is an exciting and gratifying time to be involved in this technology. And all of you, one way or another, have helped create a new industry, and that is a special and noteworthy accomplishment. As the industrial biotech space has grown, so has the World Congress. Today, we have more than 1,200 attendees here with us from 30 countries. We've been holding this event in convention centers for several years now, since 2009, when we were last here in Montreal. We have a nice exhibit hall, poster sessions, investor sessions, workshops, and more. And we could not provide such a wide-ranging array of services without our sponsors. So I want to give a big thank you to all of our sponsors for helping make this conference what it is today. It takes a village to put on a conference like this, and we have over 25 bio staff working together to put on this event in its many dimensions. And I'd like to take a moment to thank them for all the hard work they do. You as attendees don't see what goes on behind the scenes, but the bio staff is a group of very capable and diligent young professionals who care deeply about bio and this event and the quality of your experience. They work very hard for many months to organize all the breakout sessions, exhibits, catering, hotel room blocks, signage, audiovisual, and on and on. I must say it's an honor to work with such a dedicated group of colleagues. And I'd like to thank our governing board for all the support they give Bio in this event as well. As you can tell from the 10th anniversary video you just viewed, Bio is very lucky to have a very engaged and dynamic Industrial and Environmental Section Governing Board. And lastly, I would like to thank our CEO, Jim Greenwood, who likewise supports this event and took the time out of his busy schedule to come and spend a couple days here participating in the program and meeting with many of you. We're lucky to have Jim at the helm of Bio. He believes in biotech deeply, and he is passionate about supporting and promoting it in all of its aspects. And he is a very active advocate for industrial biotech. The 10th anniversary of the Bio World Congress is a notable event in our collective history. It provides a chronological touchstone and a reference point for where we have been over the last decade. And it is a potent and symbolic launching point for greater things to come. I can't wait to see what the next 10 years will bring. So thank you for being part of this great tradition, and I hope you will have a very productive and enjoyable conference experience this year.